I'm Alan LaFleur with MOBAFire, and I'm here with an esports veteran, Jason Lake. What is your title with compLexity?
I'm founder and CEO of compLexity, and I guess when you say veteran, it makes me feel old, but I'll take it.
So you have had an organization that's, weathered thick and thin. You went through the whole thing with the CGS, you got the rights back, and now you're an incredible team in many different esports. What can you say you've taken away from all these years?
Wow, what can I say I've taken away from all these years? Is you have to be patient with yourself if you're passionate about something, and learn from your mistakes. I've made so many mistakes in so many different areas. If I just got frustrated and down on myself, I would have quit, a long time ago. But I'm passionate about gaming. I'm thrilled to see this renaissance in esports and how things have really turned around the last 3 years or so. And so I guess if I've learned one thing, it's work your hardest, do your work with integrity. But the one thing I would point out is learn from your mistakes.
Okay. You guys had a League of Legends team before. It kind of broke up, and I'm sure you're looking to get back into the scene. What is really stopping compLexity from getting back into the League of Legends scene?
Credit to the folks at Riot, because the game's a juggernaut. The numbers are staggering, and they've done a really good job of building that community and building, the game in general. So when a game is that big and is that famous and has that much publicity, we don't want to move our brand into it at this point until we have the right fit. Everyone knows Riot Season 3 is coming up, and that kind of adds another wrinkle, whereas if we sign a team that doesn't make it into Season 3, then we're not quite sure what we've got, but it's probably not good because you're spending money and not really at the dance, right? It's like you bought your tuxedo and you didn't make it into the dance. So we're moving cautiously. We absolutely want to be in League of Legends. If you were in our business and didn't want to have a League of Legends team, I would slap you upside the head and say, what are you thinking, honestly, because it's just too big to ignore. We just don't, we don't want to make a mistake. We want to try to be wise and move in a prudent manner to get the right group of guys that have the right attitude moving forward. I guess actually I'll give you guys a little bit of a scoop. We have a program in StarCraft 2 called the compLexity Academy. It's basically an aspirational academy that up-and-coming players can get into, and they can get some free product, and then they compete against each other, and they get free trips if they win the academy tournament. Well, just last week, we finalized, the ink is not yet dry because I've been traveling, but we finalized talks with some guys, and we're expanding our academy into League of Legends. So we're going to kind of take a team that we believe has potential and bring them into as the academy team in League of Legends Academy, expand our academy, try to support them, try to help them out, and see if we can make them great. Now, that doesn't mean we're not looking for a quote-unquote top-tier team that's already, climb that mountain, because we are, but we're excited to announce that we're expanding our academy to include League of Legends. We've got a great group of guys we're going to be announcing in this coming week once I get home from all this running around, and look for a League of Legends team in the future.
So are these players known? Would the community know who they are?
Obviously, it's not one of the juggernaut teams, the big teams, but I'm pretty sure most people will know who they are. If they follow the scene and they know the game well, I believe so. I'll be the first person to admit, I've followed many, many games over the years, and I am not quite up to par with where I need to be in League of Legends. I actually had dinner with one of the famous casters last night, and I'm so tired his name escapes me. They call him the Tasteless of League of Legends. Super awesome guy, and because I'm on camera I can't think of his name.
Demon?
Yeah, I think that's who it was. Yeah, and I was bribing him into taking me in and really explaining the game. I mean, I've watched the game, but watching a game and really understanding a game to where you can speak to it without looking like an idiot are two different things, and I'm currently on idiot level right now, so I can't speak too much to League without making myself look foolish. But in 6 months, that's going to be a completely different story.
Definitely. I followed your compLexity Academy personally with StarCraft. I know what it's done with those players like Ghost User, and I believe Sasquatch was in there, wasn't he? Yeah. So it produces results.
Yeah, and it's something that's kind of close to my heart and my business partner Jason Bass, close to his heart, because we've been in the North American scene for so long. We almost feel kind of an obligation. It's like giving back a little bit. I mean, it sounds cheesy maybe, but it's one thing where you can always hire the top gamers. You wait till they get to the top, you throw money at them, and you get your logo on stage, and that's awesome. And I mean, that has to be part of your business model if you're a professional gaming organization. But we always hear these younger guys, give me a shot, give me a shot, give me a shot. I've been working my ass off. I want to prove myself. So that's kind of the reason we started the Academy, and we've seen some really cool success stories come out of it. I mean, no like world number ones, obviously, but some solid success, and we hope to see that in League of Legends as well.
So let's shift focus a little. Season 3, what are your opinions on it? Do you think? I mean, obviously, it can only be. Well, it can't only be good. It has to be pretty good for our scene. But do you think it's a little too much? Do you think it's a little too controlling? What's your thoughts?
My first thought is anytime a developer wants to put money behind their game and support it as an esport, I'm a big fan. When I started, 10 years ago, which is like 100 years in esports years, the developers, you were lucky sometimes that they'd even let you play their game and, broadcast it and whatever we had back then and shoutcast it. And they didn't give a crap about esports. They thought it was kind of comical on some level. I'm sure they didn't hate it, but they didn't support it. So in a company like Riot and you have others, Blizzard and Red 5 coming out, Firefall and other ones, when they want to get behind it and embrace the esports community and try to build that community, I'm a big fan. Of course, the devil's always in the details. Riot's had some controversy with some decisions they've made, some decisions they allegedly made and then changed, and things like that. I'm always, first and foremost, concerned about growing what we're trying to do here. If a developer comes in with a lot of money and makes decisions that kind of, might do more harm than good, we're lucky to have some vocal leaders in this community that are willing to call them out, and as I know, the League of Legends community has. I read Reddit, so...
They'll call anybody out.
Exactly. So I'm not going to call Riot to task on anything specific if that's what you're looking for. I want to wait and see because I really admire what they're trying to do. I hope it's successful. They got some great people working over there that I know personally, and Godspeed. I hope it works.
You and me both. Do you have any last comments?
No, not really. I really want to get into League of Legends. We've been in Dota a couple times through the past decade. We tried League of Legends one time, had some really great guys. It didn't work out. There tends to be a lot of instability in a growing genre, and I think MOBA is still very much a turbulent, growing genre. I think it will settle somewhat as the games inside the MOBA genre. Sorry if you hate that term. I don't know what else to call it. As those games mature, I think you're going to see a little bit more stability. But my hat's off to the people who made the game and the people who follow the game. The numbers you guys put up on streams and the passion that you show at events like this, it's uplifting to me. Even though I'm a little older now and I get tired more easily, I'm known for being pretty wild and excited at esports events. And when I go into League of Legends and I hear that roaring crowd, I'm like, that is what it's all about. So keep kicking ass, League guys. We hope to support a good team. If you want to cheer for us, we'd love to have you. We've been around for a while, and we try to do our best, and we're excited about getting in League of Legends at the right time.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for the interview.